Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is Sir Camelock, my Xtreme one-chunk ironman. Last episode I managed to get 99 range at hellhounds at over 24,000 KC without yet obtaining the formidable Smouldering Stone, sadly. That means this episode I'll be working on 3 huge goals simultaneously. Catching implings towards 89 Hunter while getting a ton of runes from Essence implings at the same time. The plan is to then go and use those runes back at hellhounds to level towards 87 magic to cast my highest possible spell, which is to enchant an onyx bolt. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see the stone drop while using hellhounds as magic XP dummies with those runes from Puro. So let's get to it. As you can see, we are back in the good old Puro. The glorious place. It's time to catch a bunch of eclectic implings for XP and then also go ahead and dark lore a ton of essence implings for magic XP from those runes they provide towards that 87 magic goal, and obviously the hunter XP will work towards the lucky impling catch, which requires 89 hunter. I can definitely see why other chunkers such as Verf really dislike this grind, because you have to pay 100% attention all the time. Trying to be efficient and catch as many imps as possible makes it enjoyable sometimes, but then there's other days where you just can't be bothered to fully focus for such a long time. Definitely can be quite challenging. Obviously, I'm still sticking to the 89 Hunter, plus it'll give me a bunch of good supplies along the way, and I need it for the magic levels. I don't mind this grind, but I will be mixing it in with other grinds just to make it a bit nicer. I set myself a smaller goal than 89 Hunter for this episode, and that's to get the counter on my eclectic implings to say lots. But that will happen quite a considerable amount of time before 89, so that's a nice thing to shoot for now. I'm currently sitting on over 35,000 eclectic and nearly 9k essence implings to start, so I'm going to have to catch nearly double the current eclectic impling count in order to get lots. I probably bank more than I should, but this is typically what an inventory looks like every trip to Puro for me, and a trip is about 20 minutes, so I bank like 3 times in an hour, and then if there's a farm run ready, I'll do that on the way back type thing. It works pretty well for me. This lovely maze random is going to be my saving grace. The amount of chaos and death runes I'll get from this while doing all of my other grinds will really add up. This random gave me Mythor and Feathers times 2, so not exactly the runes we were going for, but decent supplies nevertheless. I wasn't doing full farm runs with hellhounds because I ran out of watermelons and limpworts, but having everything planted is so satisfying. I love this. Managed to hit a 107 million GP bank value. Honestly, a huge chunk of it is my farm runs doing herbs like all the time. Look at that, 35 mil in herbs and seeds. That's just kind of insane. It pretty much equals the tab that I have for Puro, which is 35 mil. That's kind of hilarious. Lovely hunter level coming in, level 80. 78 farming coming in, 4 more levels for that chunk goal now. 82 I can boost to 85 to plant a tour store. The eclectics have crossed 40,000 and the essence implings have crossed 10k, so that looks so nice. 50k catches just in those 2 implings. 81 hunter. Not a hunter level, but a good level nevertheless. 97 woodcutting. I also need to bank 110,000 willow logs to go from 85 to 99 fire making. So any chance I get to do some woodcutting, I'm going to take. I got this while editing the previous episode. Doing as many randoms as I possibly can. There is 42 agility just from random events. My goal is to either get 50 or 60 so I can do a course that's nearby. Falador is 50 and Sears is 60, and both of those chunks are pretty close to mine. Whenever I'm doing hellhounds throughout this video, we're picking up where we left off at 24,372 KC. You'll see the counter on the screen whenever a hellhound section is on, so you won't have to guess how much KC I'm at. And I'm using magic with water spells for the 50% damage and accuracy on hellhounds. I wanted to use up some of my mine runes and my chaos runes and then head back to Puro. Wait, that teleport just reminded me of today's sponsor, Creator Crafted, and their biggest sale of the year. Don't you just love this time of year where you can get the biggest savings? Or maybe you're like me and you hate it because your bank account balance gets drained buying cool shit. But either way, Creator Crafted just did their last restock for Christmas. So if you're looking to get a gift and a treat for a friend, or just treat that friend called yourself, this is definitely the time to do so. They have so much to choose from, like their popular RS neon signs. I was on defense for these until I saw this one. Get it? Defense? Or maybe you'd like one of their mouse pads like this awesome TOA one. Potentially even a brand new metal poster with very limited stock. How about some of good old Golden Gnome winner Crumb's resin cast statues like this big beefy looking Jad? Or last, but certainly not least, the product I referenced with my teleport, these Rune plushies. This plushie collection is teleporting to my house as we speak. I definitely love these the most personally. I'm always happy to partner with Creator Crafted as they have countless 5-star reviews across all of their products, and who doesn't really like some RuneScape merch, come on. For the next 7 days only, use my code Maikeru10 to get an additional 10% off on top of the sales that are already going on. Click the link in the description or pinned comment before the stock's gone to get this deal. Thank you so much to Creator Crafted for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the chunk gains, shall we? I missed the level pop-up, but there is 82 Hunter, as you can see in my chat box. Back to the Puro grind for me, no rest for the wicked, let's get those gains. Didn't miss this one, there is 83. That was like 10 seconds for you guys, but for me, that took 17 hours between 82 and 83. But I can now catch dragon implings, that is huge. Now that I can start catching those, you'll probably see some clips of me opening up some dragon implings because I still need mystic robe legs from them, which is a chunk task and a best in slot magic item for me. They also just give really good supplies in general. After doing like a 40-hour Puro session, I'm now sitting at 20,000 mined runes. Should be really large for the mage gains. I'm going to spend some more time at hellhounds again. I don't know whether I'm going to spend tons of time at hellhounds in the grand scheme of things for 87 magic. I do really want the smoldering stone. But honestly, doing my magic training at Ice Warriors and Ice Giants might be the play because it's 100% damage and accuracy on those. And I can save my water runes for like Enfeeble and Weaken and stuff. And get even more XP because I've got a Staff of Fire for the Fire rune cast on Ice Warriors and Ice Giants. But I don't have a Staff of Water for here. Which means I have to use a decent amount of water runes. And they're quite hard to get. But I do want to use at least these Mind runes and Chaos runes on hellhounds to see if I could maybe at least get the stone. It's huge copium, but I'm going to try my hardest. The first magic level of this video, 75 magic coming in. Got a long way to go for 87. One thing that I've been doing as much as I possibly can is carrying a clean torstal with me from Nature Implings. This clean torstal, when given to a Dr. Jekyll random, gives you a stamina potion 4 dose. That is huge for the player-owned house pool. You need 10 of them, and then also just going over 10 could be useful for future grinds. It's worth doing this wherever I can because stocking up stamina pots is never a bad thing. 76 magic, 71 prayer, a classic steel plate body from a good old mystery box from the Quizmaster, and 77 magic. I don't think I have enough runes for 78, but we can always go to Ice Warriors. Oh, the classic maze random gave me 372 chaos runes. I love mazes so much. With the extra chaos runes from the maze random, we got 78 magic at hellhounds without even needing to go to Ice Warriors for that one. Lovely. I do think I am going to head over to Ice Warriors now though. And then I can use my higher tier runes that I have for like Bloods and Deaths with the fire spells with my fire staff. Another thing I can do while killing these Ice Warriors is alch at the same time with the 660 nature runes that I have. I'll also get even more nature runes as drops from these Ice Warriors because they drop 4 at a time. So that will add up over time as well. And I've got a bunch of lore runes from Pro I can use for telegrab. This should work out really well. I should get a crazy amount of XP, especially from the Blood and Death spells, giving even more XP per cast and hitting like a truck. This just feels really good. It's definitely way more XP than the Hellhounds. You can really notice that 100% damage and accuracy increase instead of 50% from hellhounds. Plus, saving the water runes is probably worth it. Bro, I just hit a 40! That is the first ever 40 on this account. That felt so good. 79 magic coming in. I am running out of runes now though, so that will probably be the last level. Yep, definitely the last level, but I've got over 3 mil coins in my inventory as well, which is lovely, and we are about 20% of the way towards 80. I guess it's time to head back to Puro for even more supplies. Not having a magic shop is pretty rough.
Collection log slot completed.
Now that I've got your attention and you've looked back from your second monitor, please subscribe if you're not, because over 50% of you are not, and I have a goal of 100k, so that would be so cool if you could help me out. I'm at 91k with doing amazingly. Thank you so much for your support. Back to it. Sorry for baiting you, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I've been catching this eclectic here to the south over and over again, and between catches I catch the other implings around for extra XP, and then obviously I'm dark luring the essence implings in for runes and more XP with my main account. Doing this and banking about 3 times an hour and doing my farm runs whenever possible, I'm getting about 18 to 20k experience an hour, which is not that bad. Obviously it's not good, especially for Hunter, but there's definitely way worse grinds out there as a chunk man, and this is not terrible. The biggest downside is that you have to pay 100% attention all the time, but I don't mind that. I'm here to play the game. I'm happy to do so. We interrupt the Puro action for something I like to call Guess the Loot, and this one is Dragon Impling Edition. So what am I going to get from my first ever Dragon Impling? A Dragonstone Amulet or Amulet of Glory, a Mystic Robe Bottom, which I need for a chunk task, Dragonstone Bolt Tips, which are useless, or a very high amount of Dragon Bones, which could be useful for prayer in the future. Alright, my first ever Dragon Impling. What's it going to give me? Yeah, that's about right. Okay, on to the next one. If you guess Dragon Bolt Tips, congratulations. Incoming Dragon Impling number 2. Amulets of Glory. That's actually sick. We've got the trimmed Amulet of Glory, but that's still a really cool loot. Very nice. Dragon Impling number 3 for 3 DDSs. You need Lost City to wear those, but still, very big alks as well. Lovely. I got it. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Dragon Arrow Tips. That's probably one of the best things I can get from Dragon Implings. I can fletch it as well, and that is some amazing damage. Don't think I'll use it on hellhounds. I'll probably save them for something big in the future and stock up as many as I can. Damn, 60 range strength is insane. My mithril arrows I use at hellhounds are plus 22. So that is nearly 3 times as strong as mithril arrows. Definitely not going to use these up on something silly. I'm going to save these bad boys. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Another day in Puro, another day where I just have 2 random bots trying to catch my eclectic and either glitching out, or one of them I think is a full inventory and can't even catch it anyway. So it's kind of funny to just see them stand here while I'm catching eclectics. It happens quite often, I'm not going to lie. I think the bots have got worse than they used to be even. They're kind of getting out of hand in Puro. I've seen some with 99 hunter capes, man. 84 hunter coming in, probably the last hunter level of the video. My levels are getting pretty high nowadays. It's so nice to see level ups beginning with an 8. Like 84 hunter just now and 80 farming here. 2 farming levels away from my chunk goal, and just seeing stuff being level 80 plus is so satisfying. And to think I only have 1 fruit tree patch and 1 allotment. So we're doing pretty good. Did just a little bit more Puro. I managed to bag another Dragon Impling for baby dragon bones. Yeah, I can keep those in the bank. That's some prayer XP, not bad. The reason why I didn't fully stop at 84 hunter, but I won't be getting 85, is because I'm so close to getting lots on the eclectics. Look at that. 64,600 eclectics. When I hit like 65k, it should change to lots. And then I've got over 15k essence now, so that is amazing stuff. There it is. Lots of eclectics. Oh, it was just over 65,000 and it turned to lots. That's so cool. Oh my goodness. What a cool achievement to obtain. That was a really nice mini goal, and then I can go for the main goal next episode without having to worry about, you know, putting 250 hours into Hunter. I can break it up in half. Quite literally the only way I would have done this, I think. Managed to get 98 woodcutting, one level away from 99, and RS3 Group Iron Man just got released, so it's time to AFK this account for a while. So I'm going to stock up on willow logs while playing that and get 110,000 willows banked for fire making XP. The whole time, obviously, I'm going to be lamping agility with all the random events. There is level 45 so far. And with a few more logs here, we'll be turning 99 woodcutting. It doesn't end here though, because I need to get nearly 17 million woodcutting XP to get all of the logs banked I need for 99 firemaking, because obviously I got a lot of woodcutting XP for my fletching gains as well. And because I needed so many logs for both of those, I had to go over 99. But there is 99 woodcutting. Another 99 on the account. To think we started this chunk with 0 99s, and now we already have 3 and we're trying to bank a full. That's huge. At 99, I ended with 53,000 willow logs, and now we're going to have to pretty much double this bad boy. Honestly, spending this much time chopping down willow trees made me think, what are willow trees? So I came up with an acronym. Good old Willow. Wildly interesting life lessons on willows. So it's time for some fun facts, as Josh would say. I couldn't find Josh, so I actually asked this guy to do some homework about willows instead.
Well, I have no idea why you chose me for this, but I guess I'll go over there and cry in a corner. Do you get it? That's a weeping willow reference, which is commonly another name these are referred to as. Now, if you touch grass and go for a walk around your local river, you might see an abundance of these trees. This is because they stabilize the soil near bodies of water and help reduce erosion. But they also suck up any water their roots can find, making them a natural source that helps prevent flooding. In the same way they eat up water, they actually also excel as natural filters, which help purify the water around them by absorbing the pollutants. Much like humans that have a similar hairstyle to these trees, they help drain the energy of everything around them. Anyways, back to the real world, RuneScape. Have you ever done the Enlightened Journey quest? Well, willows can actually regrow with just one branch. In the quest, you use 12 willow branches for a basket. That could have been 12 whole trees, Jagex. Imagine if I told someone I could regrow from just some chest hair, and someone made me into a freaking bag. That might not be the same thing, but it really encapsulates this final wildly interesting life lesson on willows, which is drugs? Well, kind of. The main ingredient of aspirin is salicin, which helps reduce pain and inflammation. But interestingly enough, the bark of willow trees actually contains salicin as well. Or salarin? Where's Josh when you need him? Anyways, that's it. They're trees with funny hair. And they help out the environment. Kind of. So let's get back to Mr. Destroyer of Environments over there.
So essentially, these willow trees are a vital part for flood control. They purify water, they literally can regrow from a branch, and they're a main ingredient of aspirin. And here I am, chopping 110,000 of them to burn it all and get 99 fire making. Fair enough. There it is, 110,000 willow logs in the bank. Not going to burn them just yet because I'm still AFKing a bit while playing RS3 Group Iron Man. I've been streaming that and having fun with that. Obviously, I still play old school. I just enjoy playing both games. And whenever cool things come out on the other game, I do like to dabble in it. So honestly, because I was actively playing the Group Iron Man on RS3, I didn't even feel like this took long at all because it just happened on the side. It just passively went up. So satisfying. Now I am back at Hellhounds. They're pretty chill and AFK as well, so I'm going to do this and hopefully work towards the stone. I know I said I was going to go ahead and do Ice Warriors from now on for magic, but I just wanted to use the last of the mine runes and chaos runes I got from the Puro grind and some maze randoms. And then once I'm done with this lot of runes, I don't think I'm gonna do any more hellhounds with magic, and I'm gonna go back to ranging them. But I'm like super high on copium right now, and I feel like I'm gonna get the stone from these runes, and I'm praying, man. I may have just missed another level pop up, but there is 80 Magic, another skill in the 80s now. And that officially marks halfway to 87 because XP doubles every 7 levels, right? So 2 mil XP down, 2 mil XP to go. You know what's better than levels starting with an 8? Levels starting with a 9. There is 90 HP and 1,300 total. This account has come a long way and it's actually feeling pretty powerful now. 81 magic. Didn't miss this one. I'm a good boy. Yep. And 82 magic back at Ice Warriors using my higher tier runes. I can now use the Zanguinesti staff and the Nightmare staff. Yeah, I'm definitely using those sometime soon. Sadly, as we didn't get the stone with those runes like I had a feeling I was going to, we're back at hellhounds with range. It'll be interesting to see what range XP I'll end at killing hellhounds for this stone. I'm currently at 26,000 KC. The drop rate is 32.7k, so we're closing in on actually being on rate, and then we can start complaining about being dry when we go over, right? Surely that's how it works. One really cool thing that someone said in my comment section in the last video was that using the low tier prayers actually boosts like your range by 5%, for example, and typically can give a max hit, and even if it doesn't give a max hit, it gives accuracy. The drain rate on these sprays recently got updated, and they drain barely anything. This does actually increase my max hit from 14 to 15, which makes me kill the hellhounds 2.6 seconds faster. I know 2.6 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like 7% faster per kill, and if I'm killing thousands, that will definitely add up. If I kill 1,000 hellhounds with this prayer, I could have killed 1,070. I have an altar right outside Witchhaven Dungeon. I can replenish my prayer there, and then if I activate it, you can see the drain rate is super low. I have 52 minutes with my gear setup of this prayer. That means I can have this buff up for nearly an hour, and then it'll probably drop off for a little bit. I'll go do a farm run, I'll come back, recharge my prayer, and I'll have it up again. So this is going to help with just some extra hellhound kills and be a really nice tool to utilize. Continuing my farm runs, there is 81, which is a huge level because that unlocks good old dragonfruit trees. Oh, I have 3 of those in the bank. Planting this dragonfruit tree, obviously using the coconuts from my palm trees to protect it so it never ever will die. Let's see how much XP this will give me.
A few inches later.
Check the health. 17.3 thousand XP for one tree. You can see how much into the next level I am already, and that was just one tree's XP. I get to do this 3 times. That's so nice. 72 prayer. Managed to hit 14 million range XP, which is quite nice. In addition to that, we are currently sitting at 28,500 kills. 91 hit points. We are a healthy boy. Dude, I've killed about 5,000 hellhounds since my last doable hard clue drop, but it's here. I finally got one. The Catherby patch. Okay, lovely. We're going to continuously juggle these clues and hopefully we'll get another one done around the same time as we get this smoldering stone. Ending this video off, if you take a look at my KC right there, 30,002 kills. That is a lot of hellhounds killed. That is a lot of hours killing them. Around 450 hours of hellhounds that was. So that's a pretty big grind, and we don't even have the chunk task done yet, which is absurd. To think that I'm technically no closer to it than when I started is kind of scary, but at the same time, I believe we will get the stone at around 35 to 40k, and that's what I'm hoping for. As it's been quite a while since the last episode, I just wanted to recap on the goals and how close we are to finishing this chunk. First up, we have the only thing that is RNG in my entire chunk, the Smoldering Stone drop. We're at 30,000 kills out of the 32,000 drop rate, which means we're closing in on being owed it, right? Next up, we need 87 magic to enchant an Onyx Bolt, and we're 82 out of 87, getting very close there. For Hunter, we need 89 to catch a Lucky Imp, and we're 84 out of 89 now. Both Hunter and Magic go hand in hand, so when I'm 89 Hunter, I'll be able to get 87 Magic for sure with the Ice Warriors. For farming, we need 82, and we can use a garden pie from Puro to get 85 farming to plant a toadstool. I am 81 out of 82, and this is just a time-gated one. It will happen while I'm doing my other tasks. This is pretty much guaranteed in the time it will take me to do the rest. And lastly, but certainly not least, 99 fire making. We have all of the 110,000 willow logs banked. That will get us from 85 all the way to 99. I will not be releasing my next video until all of these chunk tasks, except maybe the smouldering stone if I go dry on it, are absolutely done and dusted. At least 4 out of these are going to be green by the next video. In terms of how much playtime left I need to get these goals, fire making will take about 110 hours to burn the logs at about 1k burned per hour doing lines in Catherby. Hunter at a rate of about 18 to 20k an hour on average will take me about 125 hours. And the magic honestly won't take long at all actually training it. It's getting the runes from Puro that takes the time. Actually training magic, I'll get that done and dusted in a day or two. Farming is obviously passive, so it's timeless really. And then the only one that's up in the air is the Smoldering Stone. This could be on my next Hellhound kill, or it could be 20,000 more kills. I have no idea how long the Smoldering Stone will take me, but with 99 range, my Black Dragon Hide upgrades and everything like that, I'm getting about 100 kills per hour, which is pretty good compared to the 50 to 60 that I started on. That's almost double from all of the upgrades and the levels that I've obtained. This means farming the stone is going to be a lot faster than it was at the start, and hopefully won't take too long either. So in total, we're looking at about 250 hours for the skilling grinds, and then however long the Smoldering Stone takes on top of that. I am so motivated to get this chunk done and start rolling, because rolling is so much fun and I want to have a good time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Here is the end of video summary. As you can see, I spent 20 days of progress in this one episode. That is nearly 500 hours playing this account to get these gains. That's a long time. I'm so glad that the levels are coming along so well on this account, over 1.3k total, and I'm super excited to start rolling soon. And thank you again to all of the channel members. If you're looking to potentially support me further, feel free to click the join button down below and take a look. The membership packages are from as little as £1. Thank you so much for all of the support, especially Mr. Let's Roll guys at the Why Would You Buy This tier, Supercow, Dark World Order, Yellow Raven, and Me Eat Book at the Godly tier, and everyone else as well. Thank you so much for supporting me, and as always, until next time, see ya.